This is what I found metal detecting and dump digging, February 2025. Most of this was metal detecting, like this. Almost this whole side was metal detecting. I did find a couple little glass things. Those would have been at a dump. But I love this big piece here. It says CM. I'm going to tap a T right in there. CMT. That'll be my initials. That'll be fun. So your standard bullets. So we got the brass and the lead sometimes, and some other little old metal bits, iron. This is a bottle top. It's Hiram Walker limited edition. So there's only a few of them. Uh, a little joke there. These old bottle tops, a friend of mine collects those. And this here, a friend of mine found that. It had a lot of rust on it. It still has a lot of rust on it, but I brushed it off some. Let's see if I can get that to work again. Here we got another piece that was found by a friend of mine. That's going to be turned into a knife. And some odd little bits of copper and brass here. Here we have a couple bottle openers. This one is a Miller bottle opener. This one is a Pabst bottle opener. They're in real rough shape. You could just barely make it out when they're right in front of you. Nice chunk of copper. I'm probably going to make jewelry out of that. And there's a tow hitch from an old mini railroad, I think. Here's a piece of a gun. And then this was a lot of fun. I'm going to do something with this because it's an old railroad hammer. I'm going to actually change the point on the back of this, bevel it instead of this way. I'm going to bevel it this way, turn it into a blacksmith hammer. I'm going to smooth that out in the front. I'm going to try to work with just what's here and have a net zero, no gain, no loss. Just change this piece a little bit so that it's a working blacksmith hammer. Keep your eyes peeled for videos of that in the future. And here's a couple pieces of toy gun. There's a couple pieces of glass up here. This is a top from a bottle. And this one is, I thought it was the top from a bottle, but it's probably not. It's probably the bottom from a bottle. And then miscellaneous bits there. What else do we have? Oh, look at this. So here's some old glass that was just kind of fused up and stuff. This is radiation glass. It reacts with the UV light. We got marbles up there. There's one of them that does that. That's always fun. We got Kellogg. That's what that says. And here's a Princess Pat. It was a makeup in the 20s, I guess. And we get to this other stuff here in just a moment. That's my kind of favorite stuff. Some silverware that was found in a dump. Screwdriver that was found metal detecting. And some good glass there. We've got Sunburst, Knee High, and 2 Dr. Pepper. We've got 2 Coke, a straight side and a curved side. A Pepsi that's just straight side. The curved side Pepsi I broke, and you'll see that in another video. I'm going to fix it with the gold. There's a 7-Up bottle and a Fresca bottle. Here's a neat old bottle. I have a topper that goes in that perfectly. This is Virginia Dale flavoring. And a couple other tiny, like a perfume bottle or something. Here is a neat little, I don't know if it's a drinking glass or a vase. And a big old dinosaur bone. The thing is huge. The warden says that that's probably a cow bone, but I think it's a dinosaur bone. And this was just pure rust. I thought there's no way I could get any writing off of it, but I soaked it in lemon juice, and maybe I'll put a link to that video down below. I actually started to get to see something, and then I brushed it with a toothbrush and brushed off some of that stuff. So I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna soak it again. Let's see here. Get in nice and close here. So here we've got a little dice. It's a valve stem cover for a bicycle. And this sounded really good. It's a padlock, part of a padlock. Here's a really neat old live drop. It's for 38 special, which, yeah, that's kind of old. Now here's some buttons. This is a military button. It's World War II probably. This one says C or D C D-E-E-C-E-E. It's kind of hard to see. This one says Buck brand. And here's a little pin. I don't know who that is, but it's got a little rose on the back of it. I tried to do an image search, and I couldn't find out what that was, but that was in a park. I did a little bit of park hunting. This here, you can see a 1 on it. Some kind of a handmade token, I think, but it's real thin, just like this 1 mil tax token. Super thin. Here's a little piece of jewelry. Now it had these little pearls around it, and that's a silver setting. Some little blue gem in there, and this is something about a Cedric Remy patent. This tells you never give up, and that's probably good advice, I guess. This one says Pond's Lips, so that's kind of fun. This here is some kind of a makeup top, and then this took me back because I used to be in Cub Scouts. This is a Boy Scout neckerchief slide. I'm going to try to straighten that out and clean it up. Here's a little old ring. I think it's probably just junk. And then here's a nice little ring. This is sterling. Little bitty guy. And oh, one more thing. This is kind of fun. It's a 20 gauge shotgun shell, and you can see the primer is still intact. So it was a paper shell that, I don't know if that would discharge now or not. Probably blow a hole in the guy. I don't know. So anyway, there you have it. That is what I found metal detecting in and dump digging in February 2025. And hope you're finding great stuff. I would love to hear from you. Please put comments in the comments section down below.